Hello and welcome to today's Spacecast. It's good to know that God specialises in heart transplants because all of us are likely to have a dicky heart at some stage, maybe physically speaking, but certainly spiritually speaking. And it's a spiritual heart transplant that God is interested in. Here, something from the prophet Ezekiel, who lived 600 years BC. It was Ezekiel's job to call the Israelites back onto the right path by pointing out to them the problems they had with their hearts. That is, how they were living and thinking, how they were treating themselves, one another, and other people around them. And in Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 24, he says this: "For I will take you out of the nations, I will gather you from all the countries, and bring you back into your own land. I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. I will cleanse you from all your impurities and from all idols." Then he goes on to say this in verse 26: "I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will move from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh." I will move from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. So in other words, the Israelites were not behaving particularly nicely or well towards those around them. They saw themselves as the chosen people. They had been oppressed and brutalized much of the time by other people, particularly in the Babylonian captivity. But they had a sense of destiny with God, their Saviour, due to their covenant relationship. You will be our God and we will be your people. And here Ezekiel is calling out to them, reminding them of these things, but saying also, you shouldn't be behaving this way towards other people. If I am treating you well, if I am saving you, if I am looking out for you, then you should be treating other people well, saving them, looking out for them. And Ezekiel calls them back to a right way of living. And he says in the middle of this great prophecy that he brings to them, this wonderful heart transplant business, where he says, "I will take that heart of stone from you and give you a new heart, a heart of flesh." He will soften their attitude towards others. Now, if we fast forward 2,600 years to the present day, you could see there could still be a problem in this area. We might well be sympathetic to the people of Israel and to the nation Israel and all of the persecution it suffers. But in doing so, it also sometimes has a heart of stone towards other people. You might argue that it needs to, in defense of itself, because all of the nations around it are trying to push it into the sea and destroy it. And I understand that they need to be strong and to stand up for themselves. But we all also need to have a heart of flesh, not a heart of stone, where we look out for and care for those around us along the way. That's God's way. Yes, there will be persecution and difficult times and times of hardship, and we will all go through them in one way or another at some time or another. But even when we're doing that, even when we're going through those times, we need to have a heart of flesh, not a heart of stone, for all those around us. What might that be in practical terms? Well, in lockdown, are you looking out for those who are more locked down than you are? Are you making sure your neighbour has got food and prescriptions? Are you helping those around you who need a bit more help than you do? That's all it is, really, isn't it? It's caring for our neighbours as God cares for us. Have a good day. See you soon.